For centuries, empires were brought down by armies, by sieges, by invasions, by slow decay. This one was changed by a single moment, an instant so violent that it shattered a city, killed thousands in seconds, and altered the political and military course of an empire already strained by war. There was no warning, no declaration, no enemy attack, just a blinding flash, a shockwave faster than sound, and a force so immense it briefly rivaled the power of the weapons that would later end the Second World War. The empire was at war, and this port had become vital, one of the most important logistical arteries feeding men and supplies across the ocean. Everything depended on timing. Ships arrived heavy with cargo, others departed packed with fuel, munitions, and machinery. The harbor was crowded, tense, and overworked, but functioning. Then two ships crossed paths. One carried relief supplies, the other carried something far more dangerous. Explosives, not a small amount, not a manageable quantity. A floating bomb. The minor navigational error brought the vessels too close together. Metal, scraped metal. A collision. At first it seemed insignificant. Ships bumped into each other all the time. There was no explosion, no immediate fire, just confusion, shouting, and the hiss of steam. But beyond the human cost lay something even more destabilizing. The empire had lost one of its most critical logistical hubs in the middle of a global war. Supplies stopped, troop movements were disrupted, shipping routes were thrown into chaos. This was not just a disaster, it was a strategic crisis. The empire had built its war effort on efficiency, scale, and industrial precision. The explosion exposed how fragile that system truly was. One mistake, one collision, one unchecked cargo, and everything unraveled. The truth was uncomfortable. The empire had prioritized speed over safety. The explosion forced a reckoning. New laws were drafted, shipping regulations were rewritten. Dangerous cargoes were restricted, rerouted, and documented with unprecedented rigor. Harbor control systems were redesigned. Emergency response planning became mandatory. The explosion reshaped how modern states managed risk. But it also changed something deeper.